Alrighty, guys. So Clemson, we are still, and I enjoy this. The Clemson people have been great to this channel. We're covering Clemson football, and I'm really happy for Dabo that right now that this recruiting class, and maybe they've gotten with the new ACC deal, maybe they've gotten more resources to just go out and put a beautiful class together, and now they have Tom Allen, and it's looking like they have some real stability and momentum in this program, and today they're going to get a player in Marcell Gipson. So we're going to review his tape. Marcell is the nephew of, I think, Tony Gipson, or he's the nephew. I'll tell you about his background. His father was a very, very good cornerback. And his uncle is still playing in the NFL for the Jacksonville Jaguars. So they are, staples in football, the Gipson family, okay? So Gipson, I will tell you, all right? So his father is Marcell Gipson, who played at Wyoming and even says graduated in 2010. Deshaun Gipson is playing for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Deshaun Gipson is the guy that I've known has been a guy who's played on multiple NFL teams and has been really successful. So that lineage is important, all right? Because you've been, you come from your family members playing in the NFL and playing at such a high level. That certainly it's a positive, right? It's not everything, but you've seen the best, right? And you look at some of the best players in sports like Steph Curry and Patrick Mahomes. Their fathers, of course, have done it at such a high level. So here's a play that I really like. He's an instinctive, I would say, like he's a slot corner. He's 5'9", 5'10", very, very good in coverage, which I like, and he just has really good instincts. So, here we'll pause it. This is one of my favorite plays on the tape. So I believe Gipson's right back here. So he's kind of feeling these two players kind of going to an area, and it's a scramble drill situation, and he feels those two football players. He feels the guys, running in his area, and he just breaks on it and makes a beautiful play on the football. So, yeah, there's going to be guys that are 5'11" that have bigger arms than him, longer arms that are going to intercept the ball and do these pick sixes, but I just figure getting a great, solid football player. All right. And Clemson, the thing I like about them is they usually, when they're recruiting high school players, okay, I don't know about Marcell, but it's just the Clemson football players. And again, I didn't meet Marcell Gipson, but all their football players are really high character, and I'm sure Marcell is high character as well. They're just really high character guys. Like you even look at the guy who plays on the Falcons, AJ Terrell. His younger brother plays at Clemson, Keno Terrell, and Clemson is kind of that family atmosphere, and they're rarely going to recruit kids that have, that are questionable character-wise. And that is what is so fun about this class, is that I'm sure all these guys met up at junior day. And it's I like being around Dabo. I like being in this Clemson culture, and I want to be a part of this family. And Clemson, they'll take a less talented kid that they can develop for 3 years than just going after the top kids that might have a questionable character thing. So I really respect how Dabo runs his program, especially in that way. Don't agree with everything about running the program. Sure, I would have done more portal stuff. But I do like how Clemson's like a family, and I do love how it's kind of how they develop lifelong relationships. So here you're seeing, all right, you're seeing a good cornerback. You're seeing someone who breaks on the football. You're seeing someone who's pretty sticky in coverage and breaks on the ball. This is totally going to be a guy that's used, in pass defense against the run. He'll have to, continue to improve against the run as a cornerback. Could he play outside? Possibly. He just is somebody that I think plays good sticky coverage, has pretty dang good instincts. sees the football, finds the ball, and I think he's a solid cornerback depth piece to add to your roster. Now, maybe he could even shock and be, a really one of the best corners in the whole sport, and I'm hoping that for him. But right now, I think Clemson just getting a really solid football player, in Gipson. Somebody, again, who'll play special teams. He could play definitely as a slot. He's certainly quick enough. He has good lateral footwork, like right here, really good lateral footwork. And yeah, somebody who plays sticky coverage and somebody who's going to serve a role in this defense. So, good football player. Marcell Gipson.